好家伙！先去热力实验室。那边他现在去不了，只能去这儿。Ventrals.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I'd only be upset if they'd fired.
Even hopped up on stems, my people know the rule. 2 legs good, 4 legs bad. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
2条腿的是好的，4条腿的是坏的。
Call me Shepard. I was sent to find an Asari matriarch.
Benezia? Yeah, she came through here. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Asari?
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I just wanted to offer some deployment advice. You're lucky these things are dumb animals. 3 coordinated guys could take this place.
Have you checked the layout yet? Easily defensible by a few people. That's not counting the automated defenses.
Automated defenses can be overridden.
What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
所有的防御系统都有一个中央服务器控制，这不是等着被黑吗？
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. Got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only.
Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
那么危险的地方只有我去了。
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell, man the perimeter.
在哪儿呢？我操！哪儿出来的？这是我。阿里好像卡住了。哦，幸存者集中地。
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
What? You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Yeah, that's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
为什么你不问你旁边的 Siri 呢？我也不知道了，那我更不知道了。
Science pukes. She just bug out and leave.
Uncertain. I welcome you.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, for now, with forced cheer. I still have a limited
Let's have a look.
Regretfully.
在这儿还卖东西。
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
居然还签 NDA 保密协议。
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Sorry. Well, there's Dr. Ayalis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
根本没什么有用的信息呀。先去隔离区看一眼。哦，这边是通的呀。
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
几百年前留下来的一个卵，被这帮人给孵出来了，然后就一发不可收拾。
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Her?
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon.
Oh.
I closed the door. I killed her.
The only thing you could do was save yourself.
Of course. That is perfectly true.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap.
You're not part of the crew.
Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre sent by the Citadel.
There aren't any human specters. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
看来人类 Spectre 的消息还没有传过来吧？
Warning, Watchdog protocol is active.
What the fuck?看来不能这么玩儿，这样是跟所有人为敌。现在应该是可以去 Hot Lab， 直接去 Hot Lab。
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
还不够，还是说必须还得升级？Hot Lab。啊 Yaroslav Tarkakovsky。
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
Wait, is there an Asari matriarch here?
Asari? I have not seen one.
She is safe then, at Rift Station.
This is not important. You must be listening. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
Rachni ship 怎么还有船放 Rachni 的卵呀
？A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
怪不得这么多玩意儿呢。那个卵里是个虫母，够能生的。
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
We'll take care of her later.
No, listen. The Rachni are intelligent species. They achieve star travel. They are not animals. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
你是在告诉我，必须要有一个巫妖王吗？
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
Neutron purge. 神经清理。
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the
哦，
station.
中子啊。
Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
直接用中子。好家伙！
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
We would be wise to avoid touching any controls without reading the instructions.
That is advisable for all systems within this facility.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
那是中子够猛啊！
I am feeling not so well.
I don't have time for this.
Is fail-safe. You understand?
现在出不去了吗？
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set...
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira a start.
What the f... 从哪儿出来的这是？
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code. That is not the correct code. Logging you out, Commander.
还得去捡尸体，居然不是自动获取的。
Online. How
Activate the neutron.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Holy fuck! 我操，那个地图，这地图红点儿哦。 Oh shit.
sorry about this, Shepard. We've got orders from Benezia. Open fire!
这帮人还真得必须打呀，不打不行。后面还有东西。 从一开始就不是一路人呀，这意思是。那你开始普遍可以拿7级装备了。感谢地瓜，感谢整神整鬼朋友的地瓜。这主线任务太长。哦 ，Rachni。那正好，如果我没有记错的话，马上就要好戏了。我本来是打算打完这个主线就睡的，结果这个主线好像已经快打2小时了，太长了。我现在把人全给杀了，太直接了吧！我感觉这点莫名其妙啊！明明刚才还在合作，现在全把人给杀了。 现在感觉就像在走迷宫。如果我没记错的话，刚才那帮人开枪是 Benezia 下令，也就是说，我们在这 Benezia 已经知道了。
The appeal of winter wears thin very quickly.咱从这儿出来的，这儿走。
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
给可能不知道的各位解释一下 ，Liara 是 Benezia 的女儿。
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter.
哈，我被冻结了呀！居然不是跟他本体打，他不写我吗？Singularity 免疫的吗？没事，吃 throw 就可以。 有多少只 gas？没完了呀！
My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions. Briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Indoctrination. 现在就有教化了。
How can he compel you? He's not even here.
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Mu relay.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
想不到 Rachni 这么个虫子，居然掌握了星系旅行，而且也是通过质量中继器。
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. You should.
Mother! Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die!
终于要打这个 BOSS 战了。躲的地方没多少。我现在被锁住了。里亚尔直接就有点猛，我现在3个人全倒了。
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
就是演出确实不是特别好，我也不能怪他们，这不能怪 BioWare， 07年的东西啊。
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
解释一下啊，Rachni 这个虫子种族，他们没法跟其他智慧生物交流。唯一的方式，但是他们能心灵控制其他物种，也就是说，通过这种方式倒是可以跟其他物种交流。现在就是这个样子。当然，不只是心灵控制，还能把死人拉活了跟你交流。
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
解释一段历史。Krogan 和基因武器大家应该都知道了，但是当年神宝把 Krogan 拉过去，很大直接原因是当时的神宝 Asari 和 Salarian 打不过 Rachni 虫子，所以他们就把 Krogan 拉过去打 Rachni， 这么来的。但是 Rachni 是一个掌握了星系旅行的高等物种，唯一的问题是他们不能跟其他物种进行直接交流，所以那次战争很大程度上是因为交流障碍产生的。
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
You could have calmed them if I hadn't set off the purge?
No. Our minds are not as yours. We can only learn to sing in harmony. Without a mother, children are lost to silence. You should not sing of them in gray and violet. We would have stilled them ourselves.
必须要有一个巫妖王，就这么个意思。
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
这其实是一个重大选择，因为现在已知的是 Rachni 重后是已经不存在了，这是唯一一个。当然，他是被克隆出来的，也不能说克隆出来，那个几千年前那个蛋给他现在孵出来的。如果你把他在这儿杀掉的话，那么 Rachni 就是直接就是再一次灭绝。但如果你留着他的话，搞不好 Rachni 还会卷土重来，因为繁殖能力太强了。讲一讲，联系到3代的一些发展的话，这帮东西还是灭绝的比较好。
Make your peace with the galaxy. The Rachni are a dead race.
No, stop feeling and think. Even if you disagree with Asari morals, you must see she could be an ally.
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs? If you cannot have us as your obedient claws?
This time, stay dead.
We will not embrace the great silence.
刚才发生点意外，现在音画不平静。Rachni 再见。
I'm wearing an environmental suit, and I'm still freezing.
I do not like this place. Too many dark secrets.
其实这些重大决策，楷模和叛逆的设定其实挺有意思。
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
给回忆一下，刚才那个留住 Rachni 是楷模选项，杀掉 Rachni 是叛逆选项。但是从结果来看，其实是反着来的。我说结果是对这个银河系的影响来算。当然，如果你从楷模是圣母这角度来说，确实是谁都要救。所以那个选项放楷模上，我觉得也对。
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
Found them and wiped them out. Do you take pleasure from committing genocide, Shepard?
Sometimes. 不过这个 Turian 议员也真是嘴也够欠的，什么都说呀。他居然指责我进行种族灭绝，但是 Turian 入场不也是进行种族灭绝的行为吗？当时打 Krogan 不是你们干的吗？
It was them or me, Counselor. The choice wasn't hard.
The mission must always come first. Just be aware that your actions can have far-reaching consequences.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
好，现在跟船员对话一遍，然后就撤了。我现在还是在 Noveria。
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Preston.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. I mean, there are reports to file on the Rachni and on Annaleus.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
黑人发现，不只是人类，所有种族都喜欢各扫门前雪，充耳不闻窗外事。啊，门口那虫子没了啊，不关我事儿。
I think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Hayden 够屌的呀！17岁时候，用一脚踢把一个 Turing 给踢死了。
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
你娘死了，居然连个表示都没有。
I like talking with you, Liara. No matter
You
what.
have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No! Oh, no! I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
Sorry 是神交啊。
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you... Good...
难道我选错了？把关系终结了？刚才在操作别的玩意儿没注意。
If you are here to talk
about...
In the
end, maybe she's better off.
Maybe. She was a good person. Benezia chose her path.
I like talking.
When one of my people joined, it is unlike any other experience. In some sense, that is why I have never... that is why we must choose our... You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth,
I'm ready.
Eager is not the same as ready, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. Goodbye, Shepard.
这本来就继续不下去啊。
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet.
"我所有2级的全卖了。2级的卖光了。
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought about what you said, about eliminating the threat immediately, regardless of the cost. You were right. I always knew C-Sec's methods were flawed, but it's more than that. I can see now just how dangerous that type of thinking can be.
还记得几个小时之前，那个 Garrus 又犯中二了，打算把这之前追的一个罪犯当场处决，我们给制止了嘛。那他来谢我们了，他终于想明白这个为什么要这么干了。
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to reapply for Spectre training. It will probably kill my father, but I've got to try. If that doesn't work, I'll do just about anything, except go back to C-Sec. I'm done with them. No more red tape, no more politics. From now on, I do things my way.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Commander? Sure, if you have time. Don't know what I think about us attacking today, of all days. Kind of an ill omen.
You mean on the anniversary of the First Contact War?
The end of it, yeah. My family always marks it. I'm the only Williams here. I guess you'd be the only other one interested in it.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war.
Oh,
the only
human
ever to surrender to an alien race.
让我解释一下。在第一次战争的时候，山西殖民地是地球外的外星殖民地啊，并不是某个省。山西沦陷了，但是第一次结束战争很快就是星宝一会介入之后，很快就结束了，也就造成了一个问题：山西是人类到目前为止唯一一个投降的地球外殖民地。
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
原来是断了补给啊！当时 Ashley 的祖父是山西殖民地的领导人，但是被 Turian 打了之后断了补给，没办法，只能投降了。
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of him.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. You made the right decision, Skipper. You know, you really should talk to Chisoni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Skipper. Ma'am?
Commander.
I don't have time for this.
Goodbye, Commander. Commander, I wanted to thank you.
I don't have time for this.
Oh. Goodbye, Commander.
对话必须进行下去吗？
Commander.
What for?
I always knew C6's method. No more red tape.
I'm glad you
Don't
see it.
worry, Commander. I will.
我本来想听他对上一个任务的感想。
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
Volus.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
哦，Rex 这句话说的不错。要不是因为这些搞政治的，我们这些当公佣兵的早就丢饭碗了。看来无论在什么时代都是真理。
I can see where that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
An Asari commando mercenary. That's unusual, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's unusual. Mercs come in all shapes. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
So what'd you do?
Well, I was going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight.
Oh.
She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station, used my entire store of ammunition, had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone, life support was failing, but I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
I assume the Asari commando didn't make it.
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
啊，这故事挺有意思呀。之前有一个 Volos 就是那个特别矮、特别胖，然后还戴个面具那个种 Volos。有一个 Volos 的外交官雇 Rex 去杀一个 Asari 特种兵。结果那个 Asari 特种兵是 Rex 本来认识的。那个 Asari 也是一个雇佣兵。这俩 他跟 Rex 本来就认识，而且交情还不错。然后 Rex 把有人雇他杀他的这个消息告诉了那位 Asari， 他们俩互相大笑了一场之后，那个 Asari 说：“哎，我挑个地方，然后咱们去那儿打。”挑的是一个空间站，空间站上全是雇佣兵，全是走私犯，一个无法无天的这么一个空间站上。然后他们俩就真打呀，而且打到了把整个空间站都打炸了一个程度。就 Rex 发现空间站要炸了，然后他就撤了。当然他撤之前他确认了一下，那位 Asari 应该也基本上那个伤势他觉得也救不了了，所以 Rex 就放心的撤了。然后他把这个消息带给了那个 Volos 外交官，然后拿了他的钱就开心的走了。过几天那位 Asari 发消息过来，嘿白痴，我还活着，下次用点力。真棒，这个故事真棒。
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
屌，然后 Rex 居然如实的把这个萨瑞还活着的事情告诉了那个 Wallace 外交官，然后还补了一句：如果你想活命的话，我可以保护你。收2份钱啊 ，Rex 屌啊
And he believed you.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
收2份钱 ，Rex 真有你的。